Top 9 Most Haunted Houses in America. Uncovering the mysteries within America is not just a land of history, it is also a treasure trove of stories that refuse to remain dormant. From grand mansions to forgotten prisons, there are places where the walls whisper secrets, shadows move of their own accord, and souls remain forever restless. In this video, we will take you on a journey to explore the 9 most haunted houses in America, where fear lingers at every turn and the presence of the supernatural is undeniable. Step inside if you dare, but remember that not all guests leave unscathed. 1. The Villisca Axe Murder House, Iowa. In 1912, a brutal massacre shook the small town of Villisca, Iowa, leaving a dark and haunting legacy. 8 innocent people, including 6 children, were savagely murdered in their sleep with an axe. The perpetrator was never caught, and the house has since become infamous for the restless spirits of the victims who are said to haunt its halls. On the morning after the attack, the bodies were discovered, and the grim scene within the house shocked the community. Blood spattered on the walls and floors, marking the traces of a cruelty beyond imagination. Though the murderer left behind clues, they were never apprehended, leaving a mystery that plunged the townspeople into an enduring nightmare. The story of the Villisca massacre quickly spread, and the house soon became a terrifying landmark, attracting curious onlookers and paranormal investigators alike. For decades, the Villisca Axe Murder House has been considered one of the most haunted places in America. The souls of the victims seem to linger, with chilling phenomena like the sound of children's laughter and ghostly whispers breaking the silence of the night. Paranormal investigators have recorded strange occurrences, from disembodied footsteps echoing through empty rooms to faint voices calling out for help. Shadowy figures are sometimes seen, as if the spirits are trapped, forever seeking an escape. People wonder if these eerie sounds are the spirits of the innocent victims, unable to find peace, or if something darker might be haunting this cursed house. Could the house be under the spell of a malevolent force that continues to sow fear among those who enter? Today, the Villisca Axe Murder House stands as a chilling reminder of a nightmarish event that remains shrouded in mystery. Those brave enough to visit often seek clues about the tragic night in 1912, hoping to uncover the identity of the killer or connect with the restless spirits who still haunt the house. But despite all efforts, the true story of that fateful night remains unsolved, leaving the haunting question: are some mysteries too horrifying to ever truly understand? 2. Whaley House, San Diego, California. The Whaley House in San Diego is not just a historical structure, it stands as one of the most haunted locations in America. Built in 1857 by Thomas Whaley, he chose land with a bloody history. It was the site of the city's first public execution. In 1852, a robber named Yankee Jim Robinson was hanged here. The violent death of Robinson left a lasting mark on this ground, and many believe that his spirit haunts the house to this very day. The Whaley family, who had hoped to build a bright future in their new home, was struck by tragic events. Infant deaths plagued the family, casting a shadow of grief and loss that was hard to escape. Tragically, some family members also took their own lives, including one of Thomas Whaley's daughters. These sudden deaths only added to the eerie tales surrounding the house. Locals and visitors alike report strange experiences here, and over time, Whaley House has become a popular destination for those intrigued by the supernatural. In the somber, chilly atmosphere of the house, visitors often hear mysterious sounds. Heavy footsteps seem to echo through the rooms as if the spirit of Yankee Jim Robinson still wanders restlessly. The chilling laughter of a child rings out from rooms long abandoned, sending shivers down the spine. Many have even seen the figure of a man in 19th-century attire appearing and gliding across the living room. According to legend, this is Thomas Whaley himself, the original owner, who seems tied to the home and appears to greet uninvited guests. The eerie experiences at Whaley House are not mere legend. Paranormal investigators, along with curious visitors, have recorded sightings of shadowy figures, doors opening and closing by themselves, and the feeling of being watched. The faint smell of lavender, the preferred fragrance of Mrs. Whaley, sometimes drifts through the air, as if reminding us of those who once lived and died there. The whispers that echo through the walls seem to tell a story buried deep in time. It's said that the Whaley House is a bridge to San Diego's dark past, where every darkened corner holds a memory. The restless souls, the family's tragedies, and the city's painful history remain alive in every brick. Whaley House may be more than just a keeper of history, it preserves the echoes of the other side, a symbol that the dark past, at times, never truly rests. 3. Lizzie Borden House, Massachusetts. Fall River, a small, peaceful town in Massachusetts, became the center of one of the most chilling cases in American history in 1892. In a modest two-story house, a horrifying tragedy unfolded. Andrew Borden and his second wife, Abby, were brutally murdered. Both were hacked to death with an axe, their horrific wounds haunting the house and the small community. The person accused of this crime was none other than Lizzie Borden, Andrew's own daughter, who was known as a dutiful child. In court, Lizzie was acquitted due to lack of evidence, but public opinion still regarded her as the murderer. Questions surrounding the motive for the crime, the murky circumstances of the case, and even the eerie details have made the story of Lizzie Borden a dark legend. Many believe that Lizzie never truly escaped the shadow of the murders. Despite the court's verdict, she lived the rest of her life in suspicion and avoided the public eye, yet her name remained forever linked to the Borden family massacre. Today, the house where the murders took place has been transformed into a famous inn, attracting visitors from around the world in search of ghostly experiences. It is believed that the place is haunted by the spirits of the victims, and possibly even Lizzie herself. Many guests have sworn they hear heavy footsteps echoing in the hallways at night, as if someone is lurking in the shadows. Doors often slam shut unexpectedly, despite no one being near. In the cold and suffocating atmosphere of the house, there is a sensation of being watched, as though a restless spirit is guarding a dark secret. Stories of paranormal phenomena at the Lizzie Borden house have drawn paranormal investigators hoping to uncover answers to the unsettling atmosphere that envelopes the place. Numerous reports document sightings of a woman in 19th-century clothing gliding through the rooms or feeling a chill sweep through as if someone just passed by. Some have even claimed to hear indistinct whispers echoing from the rooms. Some rumors suggest that the spirits of Andrew and Abby Borden are seeking justice, trapped in this space with a desire for revenge. Yet, others believe that Lizzie herself is guarding her dark secrets, never allowing them to be fully exposed. The tragic events at the Borden house have become ingrained in American memory, evolving into a haunting tale of a mystery that remains unsolved. Those brave enough to seek experiences there often leave with an indescribable unease, haunted by the thought that sometimes, the past never truly sleeps. Are those souls truly finding peace, or does the mystery of Lizzie Borden linger forever in the shadows of those walls? The Borden house, with its seemingly ordinary exterior, now stands as a monument to darkness, where history and legend intersect in an endless loop, never reaching a conclusion. 4. Winchester Mystery House, California. The Winchester Mystery House is not merely a construction, it is a physical manifestation of fear and sorrow. Imagine standing in the midst of endless hallways, staircases that lead to nowhere, and doors that open into emptiness, a true architectural puzzle. This bizarre estate, consisting of more than 160 rooms, was built by Sarah Winchester, the widow of the famous firearms manufacturer. After the tragic loss of her husband and their infant daughter, Sarah found herself engulfed in profound grief and guilt. Haunted by her losses, Sarah became convinced that the souls of those who had fallen victim to the Winchester rifle sought vengeance against her. This belief became an obsession, driving her to seek the counsel of a psychic. The medium warned Sarah that to escape the wrath of these vengeful spirits, she must continue building, day and night, without pause. Following this chilling advice, Sarah embarked on a monumental construction project that spanned an astonishing 38 years. The house evolved into a bewildering maze as rooms were constructed, remodeled, and then demolished again, all without any coherent architectural plan. The only guiding principle behind the construction was to confound and mislead the spirits that tormented her. Hidden doors, staircases that spiral up to ceilings, and windows that look out onto other rooms add to the eerie atmosphere of the estate. Each decision was a desperate attempt to create a sanctuary from the supernatural forces she believed were pursuing her. Today, the Winchester Mystery House stands as a testament to a woman's unresolved grief and a monument to the fear that enveloped her. Visitors flock to the estate, drawn by its peculiar architecture and the chilling tales that echo through its halls. Many have reported hearing strange noises reverberating through the corridors, soft whispers, the sound of footsteps, and doors creaking open on their own. Others claim to have glimpsed ghostly apparitions reflected in the mirrors or felt an inexplicable chill that sends shivers down their spines. The legacy of the Winchester Mystery House is steeped in mystery and folklore, inviting speculation about the very nature of the spirits that may inhabit its walls. Could it be that the souls of those lost to the Winchester rifle are indeed trapped within this labyrinthine structure, their presence forever entwined with Sarah's desperate attempts to build a sanctuary? Or perhaps these spirits wander freely, still searching for justice or closure after their untimely deaths. As guests navigate the maze of rooms and corridors, they are left to ponder whether the spirits of the Winchester victims remain confined by the very walls that were intended to protect Sarah or if they have found solace beyond the grave. The enigmatic atmosphere of the Winchester Mystery House raises unsettling questions about the relationship between the living and the dead, the burdens of guilt, and the lengths one woman would go to escape the horrors of her past. In a place where every corner holds a story, and every echo could belong to a spirit seeking peace, visitors find themselves captivated by the haunting tale of the woman who built a home of both beauty and fear. 5. The Amityville House, New York. Nestled in a seemingly tranquil suburban neighborhood, the Amityville House is shrouded in an unsettling secret that has captivated and terrified those who hear its story. In 1974, this once innocent home became the site of a gruesome murder that shocked the nation. Ronald DeFeo Jr., in a horrifying act of violence, took the lives of his entire family while they slept, leaving behind 6 lifeless bodies found peacefully resting in their beds. The details surrounding this tragedy were so peculiar and bizarre that they left even the most seasoned detectives feeling a sense of dread and unease. The investigation revealed a series of strange circumstances that cast a long shadow over the home. DeFeo claimed he heard voices urging him to commit the murders, a chilling assertion that only deepened the mystery of the house. Despite the horror that had unfolded within its walls, the property sat vacant for just over a year before it found new occupants, the Lutz family. Unaware of the house's bloody history, George and Kathy Lutz moved in, ready to start anew. However, their dream home quickly turned into a nightmare. The Lutzes experienced a series of terrifying phenomena during their brief stay. Within just 28 days, they were driven to flee the house in a panic, convinced they were being tormented by dark forces. They reported bizarre occurrences such as cold spots, strange odors, and the feeling of being watched. Perhaps the most disturbing of all were the claims of ghostly apparitions and the infamous bleeding walls, which left them feeling that they were not alone in the house. The family described a sense of foreboding that permeated every corner of the home, suggesting a malevolent presence lurking just out of sight. Despite their dramatic departure, the legend of the Amityville house only grew. Over the years, the property changed hands multiple times, yet the stories of its haunted past remain. Paranormal investigators and thrill-seekers alike have been drawn to the site, eager to uncover the truth behind the chilling tales. Many believe that the spirits of the DeFeo family still roam the halls, trapped in a cycle of tragedy and torment, while others suggest that something even more sinister might be lurking within the walls of the house. As tales of paranormal activity and inexplicable phenomena continue to circulate, the Amityville house has solidified its place in popular culture as one of the most infamous haunted locations in America. Books, documentaries, and horror films have been inspired by its dark history, each retelling adding layers to the already complex narrative surrounding the house. The Lutz family's experiences were documented in the best-selling book, The Amityville Horror, which brought national attention to the site and turned it into a household name. The mystery surrounding the Amityville house begs the question: what truly happened within its walls? Are the spirits of the DeFeo family still trapped, seeking closure for their untimely demise, or is there a more malevolent entity that has claimed the house as its own? The combination of tragic history and unexplained occurrences has ensured that the Amityville house remains a source of intrigue and fear, a place where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs, leaving all who encounter its story haunted by the darkness that lies within. 6. Lemp Mansion, Missouri. Once a shining symbol of prosperity and success, the Lemp Mansion in Missouri has transformed into a haunting reminder of tragedy and despair. This grand residence, which belonged to the affluent Lemp family, was once a prominent fixture in St. Louis society. Known for their thriving brewery business in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the Lemps enjoyed immense wealth and influence. However, as the new century dawned, their fortune began to crumble, leading to a series of tragic events that would forever tarnish their legacy. The decline of the Lemp family fortune was marked by a series of unfortunate circumstances, including the advent of Prohibition, which dealt a devastating blow to their brewing empire. As their wealth dissipated, so did the family's unity and happiness. One by one, the family members faced overwhelming despair, culminating in a string of suicides that echoed through the walls of their beloved home. In total, 4 members of the Lemp family took their own lives within the mansion, each death adding another layer of sorrow to the house's already troubled history. Today, the Lemp Mansion operates as a restaurant and inn, attracting visitors eager to dine in a location steeped in history. However, the remnants of its dark past continue to linger, as many guests report experiencing eerie phenomena during their stay. Patrons have shared stories of shadowy figures darting up and down the grand staircase, the inexplicable sound of a woman weeping softly in the night, and sudden drops in temperature in certain rooms that once belonged to the family. These experiences evoke a sense of unease, as if the spirits of the Lemp family are still trapped within the mansion's walls, unable to escape the tragic fate that befell them. The kitchen staff has also reported peculiar happenings, such as utensils moving on their own and doors opening and closing without explanation. Guests dining in the restaurant have described feeling an unseen presence watching them, a sensation that is both chilling and captivating. As stories of these encounters circulate, the Lemp Mansion has become a hotspot for ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts, all drawn by the allure of uncovering the truth behind the haunted history of the house. Despite its transformation into a vibrant restaurant and inn, the tragic past of the Lemp family serves as a constant reminder of the sorrows that unfolded within its walls. Many believe that the souls of the Lemp family members still linger, caught in a timeless loop of grief and regret. The haunting experiences reported by visitors raise questions about the nature of these spirits. Are they simply remnants of a bygone era, or do they seek closure for the tragedies that shaped their lives? As the Lemp Mansion continues to welcome guests, it stands as a poignant testament to the complexities of wealth, loss, and the haunting legacy of those who once called it home. The juxtaposition of its former glory against the backdrop of such sorrow creates a compelling narrative that invites both curiosity and caution. Visitors leave with more than just memories of a delicious meal. They take with them an awareness of the darker forces that may still be at play in this once illustrious mansion. The Lemp Mansion remains a place where history, tragedy, and the supernatural intertwine, leaving an indelible mark on all who venture through its storied halls. 7. Bell Witch Cave, Tennessee. In the early 19th century, the Bell family in Tennessee found themselves at the center of one of America's most infamous supernatural tales, a saga that would be etched into local lore and history for generations. This chilling account began quietly, with mysterious sounds echoing through their home, strange scratching, faint knocking, and disembodied voices that seemed to materialize from nowhere. As these phenomena escalated, the family's once peaceful existence was shattered by a malevolent force that came to be known as the Bell Witch. The disturbances that plagued the Bell household were not merely benign or harmless. They quickly escalated into terrifying encounters, with physical assaults that left family members shaken and bewildered. Most notably, John Bell, the patriarch, seemed to draw the brunt of the spirit's wrath. He experienced relentless torment, suffering from unexplained illnesses and debilitating pain, leading to a gradual decline in his health. The supernatural presence manifested in various ways, including verbal taunts and physical attacks that left the family terrified and desperate for relief. As news of the Bell family's plight spread, it attracted the attention of curious neighbors, local residents, and even prominent figures of the time. Many came to witness the eerie phenomena firsthand, hoping to unravel the mystery behind the Bell Witch. The cave where the spirit was believed to reside became a focal point for investigations and ghostly encounters. John Bell's eventual mysterious death only intensified the intrigue, fueling speculation about the Bell Witch's involvement in his demise. Today, Bell Witch Cave stands as one of the most haunted locations in America, drawing visitors from far and wide who seek to experience its eerie ambience and the lingering energy of the supernatural. Tourists often recount their own unsettling encounters, glimpses of strange lights flickering in the darkness, disembodied voices whispering secrets, and an overwhelming sensation of being watched. These experiences often evoke a profound sense of unease, compelling many to wonder whether the spirit that once tormented the Bell family is still lurking, waiting for new victims to continue its legacy of horror. Guided tours through the cave reveal a history rich in folklore and spine-chilling tales. As visitors navigate the winding passages and hear the echoes of their footsteps, they can't help but feel the weight of the stories that have permeated this haunted place. The legend of the Bell Witch has grown over the years, with numerous accounts of ghostly encounters, sightings of apparitions, and the inexplicable occurrences that have become synonymous with this historic site. The cave has become a site of pilgrimage for paranormal enthusiasts, ghost hunters, and those intrigued by the supernatural. Many armed with cameras and recording devices enter the cave in hopes of capturing evidence of the ghostly presences rumored to inhabit its depths. Despite the passage of time, the Bell Witch's legend remains potent, shrouding the cave in a mystique that continues to captivate the imagination. As night falls and shadows dance across the cave's stone walls, the question lingers: is the spirit of the Bell Witch still haunting the cavern, waiting for the next unsuspecting visitor to cross its threshold? With every whispered word and creaking sound echoing through the darkness, the chilling tale of the Bell family serves as a stark reminder that some legends refuse to fade away, remaining alive in the memories of those who dare to explore the haunted depths of Bell Witch Cave. The legacy of the Bell Witch endures, an eerie testament to the unseen forces that continue to shape our understanding of the supernatural world. 8. The Myrtles Plantation, Louisiana. Nestled in the heart of Louisiana, the Myrtles Plantation stands as one of the most haunted locations in the United States, a place where the echoes of the past resonate through its hallowed halls. Established in 1796, this historic plantation has borne witness to over 2 centuries of tragedy, heartache, and dark secrets, shaping its infamous reputation as a hotspot for paranormal activity. The land itself has seen a myriad of deaths and tragedies, from brutal murders to rampant disease, as well as chilling rumors of the brutal treatment of enslaved individuals. One of the most notorious spirits said to haunt the Myrtles is that of Chloe, a former enslaved woman whose tragic story is intertwined with the plantation's dark history. According to legend, Chloe was forced to take desperate measures after her owner, General David Bradford, dismissed her for an alleged infraction. In a fit of revenge, she poisoned the cake served to Bradford's wife and children, resulting in their untimely deaths. The other enslaved individuals on the plantation, outraged by her actions, retaliated by lynching her, leaving her to linger in the afterlife with a sense of unresolved guilt and vengeance. Today, Chloe is often described as a spectral figure adorned with a distinctive green headscarf, a haunting reminder of her tragic past. Visitors to the Myrtles Plantation frequently report chilling encounters with Chloe's ghost. Many claim to have seen her silhouette moving through the property, a fleeting apparition in a green scarf. Some have even captured photographs that seemingly reveal her presence, solidifying her status as the plantation's most famous ghost. These sightings contribute to the eerie ambience that envelopes the estate, drawing in ghost hunters and curious tourists alike, all eager to experience the supernatural for themselves. In addition to Chloe, the Myrtles is home to a host of other ghostly phenomena. Guests often hear the laughter of children playing in empty rooms, their echoes resonating through the air and stirring the imagination. The sight of chandeliers swaying gently without any apparent cause has left many feeling a chill down their spine. Disembodied footsteps, as if from another time, can be heard traversing the creaking wooden floors, adding to the eerie atmosphere that pervades the plantation. As twilight descends upon the Myrtles Plantation, the stories of its past come alive, weaving a tapestry of sorrow, pain, and unfulfilled desires. Many speculate that the spirits of those who suffered at the hands of their oppressors remain bound to the land, seeking justice and acknowledgement for the atrocities they endured. The plantation's rich history serves as a stark reminder of the darker chapters of American history, and the restless spirits of those who lived and died there continue to invoke both fear and fascination in all who visit. The Myrtles Plantation has become a site of pilgrimage for those intrigued by the paranormal, with ghost tours leading brave souls through its dimly lit corridors and into its haunted past. Guides share chilling anecdotes and personal accounts from visitors who have felt the presence of the supernatural, their stories adding layers to the already thick atmosphere of mystery that surrounds the estate. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, a visit to the Myrtles plantation offers a glimpse into a bygone era, where the stories of those who once walked its halls still linger. As you wander through the beautifully restored rooms, it's impossible not to wonder about the lives that were lived within these walls, the secrets they carried, and the spirits that continue to roam, perhaps in search of solace or simply to remind us of the shadows that history has cast. In the end, the question remains, are the souls of the Myrtles plantation seeking justice for the wrongs they endured, or are they simply trapped in a limbo of their own making, forever bound to the land that holds their memories? Only those brave enough to confront the haunting legacy of the Myrtles plantation may find the answers, or perhaps, they'll leave with more questions than they arrived with, forever haunted by the stories that linger in the air. 9. The Sallie House, Kansas. Tucked away in the quaint town of Atchison, Kansas, the Sallie House may appear unassuming from the outside, but it holds a sinister reputation that belies its humble exterior. This house, known for its ghostly inhabitant named Sally, is a focal point for paranormal enthusiasts and thrill-seekers alike. The legend of Sally dates back to the early 1900s when she is believed to have died tragically during a botched surgical procedure. This heartbreaking event set off a series of strange occurrences that would haunt the house and its visitors for generations. Since Sally's untimely passing, both residents and visitors have reported a plethora of eerie phenomena that lend credence to the house's haunted reputation. Eyewitness accounts describe items inexplicably flying across rooms, with no logical explanation for their sudden movements. These unsettling occurrences often escalate, featuring strange fires that ignite without any discernible cause. Perhaps the most alarming aspect of the Sallie House is the violent interactions attributed to unseen forces. Some guests have reported feeling scratches on their skin, being pushed violently, or even sustaining bruises during their time in the home. These encounters contribute to an unsettling atmosphere, where the line between the living and the supernatural seems dangerously thin. Paranormal investigators have flocked to the Sallie House, eager to document the unexplained happenings. Their findings are often chilling. Investigators have captured audio recordings of disembodied voices that whisper and call out, offering a glimpse into the otherworldly realm that seems to linger within the walls. Additionally, sudden drops in temperature, an indicator of supernatural activity, have been recorded, leaving those present in a state of bewilderment and fear. What makes the Sallie House particularly unsettling is the aggressive nature of its hauntings. Unlike many haunted locations where spirits may simply wish to coexist with the living, those who venture into Sally's domain often report a palpable sense of danger. The entity of Sally, often described as playful but sometimes malevolent, leads visitors to question whether her presence is one of innocence or a darker, more vengeful nature. Is she a lost soul searching for closure, or is there something more sinister at play within the house? As guests recount their experiences, it becomes evident that the Sallie House is not just a repository of ghostly tales, it is a space where the unknown reigns supreme. The house has become a mecca for paranormal investigations, drawing attention from television shows and documentaries focused on the supernatural. Its reputation for aggression has led to a host of theories about what might be responsible for the violent encounters. Some speculate that Sally herself is a spirit seeking revenge for her tragic fate, while others posit that darker forces may inhabit the house, feeding off the energy of the living. Those who dare to spend the night often leave with more questions than answers, haunted by the memories of their time in the house. Some describe feeling a chilling presence that lingers even after they have left, as if the house and its spirits refuse to let go. The emotional toll can be significant, with many reporting feelings of anxiety, sadness, or even anger upon departing. The Sallie house serves as a powerful reminder of the complexities of the supernatural realm. It poses difficult questions about life, death, and what lies beyond. For those who enter its confines, the experience can be both exhilarating and terrifying, as they confront the reality of what might exist in the shadows. Is Sally a simple spirit trapped by the circumstances of her death, or is there a more malevolent presence within? As the tales of the Sally house continue to circulate, it remains a focal point of curiosity and fear, inviting brave souls to explore its haunted corridors and uncover the mysteries that lie within. For now, it stands as a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown, where the spirits of the past intertwine with the living, creating a tapestry of history that refuses to be forgotten. Each visit adds another layer to its haunted legacy, leaving a lasting impression on all who cross its threshold.